contains commentary and opinion based on public availability contents. All statements made are alleged for entertainment and discussion purposes only. We do not condone bullying, harassment, or targeted attacks of anyone. Viewer discretion is advised. And hey, you guys, let's talk. So, it was not be long before Karlissa Saffold entered the chat, and she's not holding back. Now, in this video, she responds to Chrisean Rock fumbling that Zeus opportunity, and she speaks on her son, sparking major reactions online. Now, some fans are calling it a formal reality check that Chrisean needed, while others think it might be too late for it all. But we're here for it. Now, Karlissa's message has the internet talking once again. Now, make sure you watch to the end for all the fans' reaction, social media response, and our take on whether the conversation could formally bring peace or more drama. Let's talk.
My hardest, yes I was. But guess what? I didn't have nobody to help me. And you running around, running off all your help, listening to these weird, letting them think that you bigger than the program. These people want a show. They want a show out of you. They're ruining you. My son told you, sit down. Here goes some money. Sit down with the baby before you get all the way up. That's what that was. But you let an ignorant who ain't never held on this tell you that he's a narcissist and he want to dim your light. He gave you the light. Why the would he want to dim it? You started off on Zeus Network. You said you led the people. You started knocking holes down on Zeus Network. You was the first motherfucker that hit somebody for real on that network. Now you don't want to get hit. You started that. Bing, bing, bing. Remember? Now it ain't so good when people matching up with you. Girl, you need to do what you were supposed to do. I'm going to tell you what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to sit around there as long as you could. And if you were scared, you should have just did like DTB, covered up, took the hits, and got up and kept working. Okay? Because that's what the job entails. They've been doing this on MMA, boxing. They do this on karate matches. They fight on WWE, WWF. It's a lot of shows that you could go get in one of these cages and fight these women. Hell, you can fight and be like Karlissa Shields. But when you sign up to these places, you know when you signing up to fight. Now don't get on here talking about, oh, somebody doing this and doing that. You was able to go on there and do just like Whoa Vicky and get your check and leave. Run, duck for cover, grab your bag and go home. Because that's what I would have told Callie to do. Now, I would have told my daughter, you went on that knowing that there was a possibility that one of them girls was going to get out of line and they was going for time, for fame, whatever the case may be when the girls get active. Nobody told me when I went on Bad versus Wild that Tokyo might not get it cracking and then people get it cracking. I went on there knowing that. And whatever got cracking, got cracking. Okay? I went on there and tried to sit you down and told you to stay at home, and you didn't listen to him. You listen to these other people that don't give a fuck about you. You listen to them. Now, if you was sitting down right now when he popped out, woo, you be a rich. If you would have sat down like he told you, you wouldn't have got out here and exploited yourself. Ain't nobody had you on here sucking toes for free. Ain't nobody, Zeus ain't told you to suck them corns. My son don't got no corns. Do we, y'all? Do Blue got corns? I don't know. But anyway, we getting off topic. Back on the topic. All of that, this man and that man and this man and that man. If you would have sat down, you'd be sitting here waiting just like the rest of them. Waiting, honey. Wait, try to argue with to try to get you a damn job. Disobedience is the way to fail. Even if you don't like your boss at work, you don't let them know. Girl, when I clocked in on Uber and they was telling me don't do this and don't do that, I wanted to tell the Uber people to kiss my, but you can't tell the Uber people to kiss your, then turn your off so you can't drive no more. So what I need you to do is go talk to God, because you can repent again and again. I believe you can. I believe you got a couple more repentances in you. You still young. But hopping on here to talk about how I raised my kids and what I did with my kids, that ain't going to help you. My kids right now is under punishment of the Lord. Okay? They under punishment of the Lord. That didn't have to do with me. I was nowhere around. And if they both would have listened to me, they both wouldn't be sitting down. Okay? So stop. The first thing I want you to do is start. First of all, you got to get rid of that ego off your shoulder. That pride is destroying you. That pride is destroying. You went up against the owner of the Zeus Network knowing they had $1 billion. And then got on there crying about it because you know you can't beat nobody with $1 billion. Now, if you'd have just left mad and quiet and didn't say, you could have pulled back up next week. Sometimes you're letting your mouth. That's what happened with me and you. I was so grateful that Jonathan was entertaining a woman of color so that he could see what I went through, so that he could see what women of color go through. You know what I'm saying? Firsthand, not just from his mama, but from a different perspective. Why we so strong, why we so angry, why we so hurt. Where we came from, I wanted him to have that opportunity, but you scared the living daylights out of him and me. Okay? That's beyond measure of the black woman. And what only thing you can do right now is look around you at the people that you're arguing with, the people that you've come up against, and really ask yourself, starting with me, because you knew you lied. You called me out my name. You did some disrespectful stuff in the presence of my child. And yes, I threw something at you because if it was Bravo, if it was Jaden, if it was Callie, if it was my stepkids, I would have threw something at them too, because you don't, I don't care that y'all got a new millennial. We old millennial. You don't cuss out your boyfriend's mama. You don't tell your boyfriend's mama how it is. So you knew why I threw something at you that day. And you know that you still going through this today. You still going through it. And if your mama got it, and the type of mama you need to be for your son, I don't want to hear nothing about it at all. I never chose nothing over my children. Not even my own happiness, not my career, not acting, not television, not commercials, none of it. And I didn't walk away with a bitter heart either. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not angry about it. If my kids fell out with my husband and I had to divorce them, that's what had to be done. Because I wasn't finna sit there and be with no man and my kids be somewhere lost. Right now, while they sitting in that jail, they didn't like my mother-in-law, or she didn't like me, or we didn't see eye to eye. She left here. I did not have to talk to her with a disrespectful tone. Not ever, even though I wanted to. Because when my mother-in-law left here, my husband knew I had nothing but respect for her. Now, his sisters, I might have cussed them sideways. I don't know if I ever said it to them, but I said what I had to say behind their back. But go up against his family and them that I know they love him and they just hurt that he would me more than he would them. And maybe they a little jealous that we, making things happen a little faster than what they helped him. Maybe there's something there. He's the only child. You know what I'm saying? My husband is the only boy. But I just looked at that as, wow, this is a great guy. He has such a powerful women around him. I didn't grow no animosity to the people that love my husband. They love him. Maybe they didn't approve of me, but they do now. I had to earn my keep. I had to earn my position in his life with them by showing constant respect. You don't call your man's mother when she say she not finna take care of no more dogs, because that's what happened. You brought the dog. We don't even know where the dog is now. You did all that to me over a dog, disrespected me, did all that disrespectful shit, and the dog ain't even here no more. You did all that for me to clean up after your dog, and you ain't even got them dog no more. You disrespected me about a dog you don't have no more. And yes, I absolutely should not have. I take full accountability for throwing that Gatorade bottle at you when you called me up and told me I wasn't no type of mother. But you see how that lie is turning out for you? You got on here and made these people feel like I just didn't want you around my son. because I wanted to sleep with my own son. Hell, my son been with Angie and Jaden since he was 14 years old. I ain't never had a problem with my son or nobody that he with. So why would I have a problem with you, baby? You did all of that for nothing. My son even said you tried to influence him even at the end of your relationship, not with me. And you ran off just because he followed me on Instagram. You don't want Jonathan to have his mother for what reason? Even if me and you don't get along, you should still want him to have his mother. First of all, she said Jonathan don't want nothing to do with me because that's jail talk. Somebody tell her me and Jonathan been cool before he went to jail. Jonathan was on my show before he went to jail. We just didn't speak it, and we didn't profess it to you. We didn't apologize to your mother for trying to turn her to get on here and embarrass herself for you so that you could go viral. That's the first thing. Because that's not okay for you to put your mama on this internet to come up against me knowing that she's not in the right position to do that. I have enough respect for your sisters and for your mama not to do that to your mama on this internet. Yeah, I could probably go viral right now if I get on your live and start talking to your mama, but I'm not going to never do that to your mama because I wouldn't want nobody to do it to mine. So no, I will not go back and forth with your mother about you. And the second thing I want you to do is tell all these T pages to get the fuck out your face. Fake pretending to care about you. Posting there. These T pages, go on them T pages right now. You're comfortable enough to put themselves in that type of position for you. If she called me out my name and told me I wasn't no type of mama. And never once have I called her out her name or threw no Gatorade bottle at her. But everybody that you're arguing with, go check yourself, all of y'all. And y'all go start telling them T pages to tell the truth. When y'all see them T pages, fake fronting